On the phone with us, Salt. I am giddy. I am giddy for our next guest.
It's just another Canadian, okay?
No,
come on,
Salt. It's more than another Canadian. It is the star of Newsradio.
And actually, that is one of our favorite shows on the program.
He's Dave Foley. He's in a new movie called The Strip. Dave, how are you?
I'm good. I'm a little giddy now that I think about it. I'm a little excited just to be me.
He's like, that was a hell of an intro. Think about it.
Yeah.
I gotta come clean and tell you that I have every season of Newsradio on DVD.
Well, thank you for making that embarrassing confession.
It's not embarrassing at all. I thought it was a terrific show.
I love Newsradio.
I'm sorry that you did not keep it going a la, say, ER and just change out casts every now and again.
Or do what Scrubs did and just keep coming back and back and back.
Yeah. Well, we did hand over More Attorney to ER.
Right.
That helps.
It was a good it was a smooth transition for her, too.
Yes.
Right in there.
Yeah.
Is it weird to watch her at things like that and also her turn on Rescue Me this past season?
Because I still think Rescue Me. I didn't see that. I have to get those on iTunes or something.
She's been doing these very dramatic roles lately, and all I see is Lisa Miller.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Now, are you still doing things with the rest of the group from Kids in the Hall? Are you guys back together now? Are you still working on other things?
I was just in Toronto with all the guys. We just shot an 8-part miniseries for Canadian TV that starts airing in January. So we're hoping it'll air in the U.S. sometime shortly after that.
Now, an 8-part miniseries, typically when we see those are historical documentaries. I'm thinking of stuff like Roots and things like that. Is that what it's going to be in Canada?
It's a story of the slave trade.
Throughout Canada.
It's a remake of Roots.
It's a remake of Roots, yes. Scott Thompson is Kunta Kinte.
I am Kunta Kinte.
We're talking to Dave Foley. His new movie is called The Strip. Now, in addition to you acting yourself, you're now also a Hollywood dad, right?
I am, yeah. I'm a stage dad.
Your daughter, to look at your daughter's IMDb biography, she's getting a lot of work.
She is. She's taking over the family business, really. She's got a movie. She's got a movie with Jackie Chan coming out in January, and she's on a TV show on FX right now.
Yeah, called The League, which I think, Salt, that's a favorite of yours.
This show is fantastic. The show is absolutely fantastic.
So then you've seen my daughter.
Yes. I'm guessing she's not one of the gentlemen in the lead.
No, she's not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She was the little girl who played with her poop in one episode.
Oh, my God. She is is that now that come from real life?
Not my real life.
Okay.
Maybe the producers.
Now, are you worried about, because I know I'm sure she wasn't around any of this on the set, but that show is pretty raucous, and some of the terminology used on there they can get away with on FX. So, are you worried about her at all? Kind of being exposed to any of this?
No, because she gets exposed to a lot worse at home, and they do avoid having her around for most of the grown-up dialogue.
Yeah, Daddy carries around poop quite often.
Yes, although she had to. I think in her first episode she had to say whore.
Was that something that was kosher on the playground?
Sure. Well, she was. I guess the character of her uncle, I guess, teaches her to call somebody else a whore, and so I had to explain to her what a whore is.
It's the talk every dad can't wait for.
Yeah. I explained, well, a whore, technically someone who has sex for money. Often, people will refer to someone who is not actually a whore just as an insult.
And then did she ask you what sex was?
We'd already gone through that.
Oh, okay.
We watched Microcosmos and saw, watched snails having sex.
No better way to learn.
Yeah.
We're talking to Dave Foley. You were the host of a celebrity poker show for a while, right?
I was, because the world is strange.
Are you a big poker player yourself?
Not at all. No, I'm not. I rarely ever play poker. I don't really understand the game or the appeal of watching it.
He was bluffing the whole time.
I was.
I'm guessing for you, the appeal of that show was the sweet paycheck you got.
That was nice, yeah, and spent a couple of weeks in Vegas.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hanging out with a bunch of showbiz friends. It was a fun gig, and I actually really enjoyed doing it a lot. And Phil Gordon was a really great guy, so I loved hanging out with him. And he tried to teach me how to play poker. He just failed.
He's Dave Foley. The new movie is called The Strip. Of course, he's also the star of one of our favorite shows, Newsradio. And Dave, I got through the whole interview without mentioning that you have lived my dream of being the voice of a Pixar character.
Yes, and actually I'm the voice of another one now.
You are?
Well, sort of a Disney, Pixar. I was Flick in A Bug's Life, but I also have this Christmas special, Prep and Landing. I do a voice in that.
Oh wow, that's coming on TV this week, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be tonight, but I guess it's next week.
Okay.
On the 8th, I guess.
What did you do so wrong that they had to take it back to the whole drawing board?
They just, you know what? They had to go in. There was a lot of swearing. And I guess now they realize that that's not so good for kids.
That whole dialogue about the whore actually came from Prep and Landing.
Yeah.
God Santa. Dave Foley, The Strip is on DVD. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Theaters.
Oh, theaters. I'm sorry.
Strip's in theaters.
All right, the Strip is in theaters. Dave, thanks for joining us.
All right, thanks.